Hello beautiful souls, I'm Awakened Soul, and today we're going to be reviewing Bitcoin and setting it up for our next trade, and we're going to see where is it going next. Okay, so first thing is turn on your 12 and 26 EMAs. Let's start off on the weekly today with our yellow trend lines, turning on the magnet. We're going to do one touch, two touches, right? And so turn on your pivot highs and lows here. So the lowest price action is 15,473. We're going to place a vertical line here. And right where it intersects, that will be my weekly target. And it just hit the weekly target. So for me, it's done its job, right? So that's wonderful. Weekly target has been hit. I am also going to, just for giggles here, place this trend line. So as you can see, this is like a falling wedge that broke to the upside. Okay, let's go into the daily here. Within the daily, I am going to turn on my higher high, lower low indicator and just focus on our contraction area. Just really briefly want to remind you about market structure, how it is a cycle that repeats, right? We have a downtrend, we have a consolidation, we have uptrend, downtrend, consolidation, right, down, consolidation, also known as a contraction phase, uptrend, consolidation. So within this whole contraction phase that you see here, there's multiple consolidation areas. So we're going to be focusing on price action, and every zone, every area will show you a pattern, either the Wyckoff, a falling wedge, a rising wedge. So keep that in mind when you are charting, to just try to focus on your contraction phase area. But I do want to show you a Wyckoff pattern here, just based on this contraction area that I've been showing on my Twitter. And if you're not following me on Twitter, go ahead, it's awakensoul_369, and I do share my trades here, so go ahead and consider in my profits here. So this is my Wyckoff pattern. Oops, wrong chart. So the Wyckoff pattern, and I do have a Wyckoff video if you have not seen it. Really informative. We have a range. First and most important, we have a range here, right? We had a direction, a fake out, and then we're gonna have a direction. In my view, in my perspective, we came down, made the H, right? And then we made this huge ripsaw, right? And then we continue to the downside. That's what I am expecting, and that's what I shared a couple days ago. But ultimately, my expectations is to come back to 12K based on my charts. But let's set up our trades, right? That's the goal today. So now that you understand the contraction phases and understand that this whole section is the contraction phase, we're gonna go ahead and just concentrate here, right? Turn on your higher high, lower low indicators, and just off the bat, right, connect some trend lines, and you could see that this megaphone has played out. And our daily, we're doing yellow. Okay, sorry, weekly is orange. I don't like to get messed up here. So on our daily, we have this megaphone playing out. So after a high, we're gonna get a low, right? So wonderful. Where's my target? Let me give you some trend lines here. Just trying to see where it's going. And at this point in the daily, I like to turn on my 1226 EMA to see price action, and that would just guide me and help me. Like right here, price action is bullish, right? Then bearish, and now price action's above 1226, so it's technically bullish on the daily. Right, so just concentrating. We have this megaphone. Okay, let's go into our 4 hours. Within our 4 hours, as you can see the trend, you can see the flow, and that's how I chart. I chart with the flow, right? You have uptrend, right? Uptrend. You have a downtrend, trend line down. Let's place it green. Right, and now we have an uptrend. Oops, getting nervous here. We have an uptrend, right? Then we have a downtrend. And I just want you to see the flow state. This is how the charts flow. Everything's energy. So once you understand that, it's easier to understand the charts. So this was the uptrend. So guess what's after an uptrend? The downtrend, right? We're going to have a down movement. Okay. So let's just focus on this price action here. And I did share that setup too the other day. It was so cute. Right here. I was like, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so now that we're here, let's connect 4-hour trend lines, our major trend lines for me. So we have, this is our resistance, and this will be our support here. Right, turn on pivot highs and lows, and this will give you support and resistance. So this is going to be your support. Let's turn on the magnet. There you go. So once we break the support, we're confirming a low. It could be a higher low, or just, you know, coming down here. If we break a 4-hour trend line, so the way I like to take swings on my 4-hour trend line breaks, so not only does the 4-hour trend line has to be broken, but the 12 and the 26 EMAs have to turn, and my support has to be breaking. So it's 3 confirmations I use to take a short. So let's say we break this support for 4-hour target. This is our highest peak. So we're gonna go ahead and come here. So 23824 would be my 4-hour target. Okay, and I would follow it just in case, because you know the charts are volatile and nobody knows where they're going. In case it moves to the upside here, I would set an alarm crossing up just to make sure. But it looks okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our 1 hour. So within 1 hour, I want you to see this. Okay, just off the bat right there, it looks like a head and shoulders, right? Where would you, I mean, we could use this wick here. Let me turn on the magnet. That would be, I guess, a little bit more appropriate. I thought it broke already. Right? And then we have a head and shoulders play here. So that could be a possibility. So if we break this neckline, right, we're going to have a measure move. And it would take us to this 4-hour trend line from this support, from this resistance. Beautiful. I like that. So our next stop would be this 4-hour resistance that will be used as support. So around 21,922, of course, only if this head and shoulders neckline breaks. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So let's turn on 12 and 26 EMAs again. So for me to scalp or to trade, I do use my RSI as overbought, oversold. And let me show you really quick my RSI settings as I changed them. The style is set for the upper band 63.5 and then the lower band 32. Okay. So like you could visualize price action above 1226 is considered a bullish trend in my eyes when it comes to scalping, right? If price action is below 12 and 26, it's a bearish trend. So right now we're in a bearish trend. Oh, it's supposed to be in the 1 hour, sorry. So there you go. The 1 hour's just officially crossed. So that's bearish. 30 minutes officially crossed, bearish. So turning on my pivot, my higher high, lower low indicator, really great indicator to use when you scalp. I'm going to set my range, right? That's the goal. Let's come in here. You know, there's a possibility of this neckline to be broken. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some trend lines, see what I visualize again on the shorter time frame. Like a falling wedge here. Okay. So this would be my play. Okay, we know this is major support. So we break this major support, that's the neckline, right? We also see a falling wedge playing. So with that being said, I would set my range off the bat here. So this is what's going to happen next, right? We can consolidate here and break this falling wedge to the upside and give us, I would say, like a double top, right? Because if we would break this, we would go back up to the upside, getting a target from this 4-hour trend line here. That would give us, because this is our 4-hour trend line. So we have 1 touch, 2 touches. This is the lowest point here. So perfect. Our target would be 26. And that would be confluence with the daily, a daily yellow line that a daily target there. Confluence with the weekly target again. So we could go back up and get that. Or we could just fall down. All right. So the trend is down. It's dangerous to kind of do longs right now because of that reason, but you're a brave scalper. So what I need to see is follow through for a long. Okay, what I want to see is this trend line to break. I'm in the 5 minutes right now. I have a range. I set a low here, 5 minutes, right? This is technically your 5 minutes high. Let me see if I can make it smaller. Okay, so this would be my 5 minutes high, and that will confirm a break here. So right now, what's going to happen, we're going to create a lower high and continue to the downside, or we're going to create lower highs and then higher lows and continue to the upside, right? So it's something to consider. Good play coming up. Again, if we go to the upside, we cross this 4-hour trend line. We're going to be headed to 26, a double top it from the weekly target. And this could give us our bearish divergence. That's another thing you want to consider. So usually, oops. So imagine right here, we have this high. So we get a target at 26, right? Like somewhere here. That would give us bearish price action. And who knows, maybe that would give us a bearish divergence. Or it could continue up, level to level. That's how we play this game. So back to our 5 minutes, and of course if we come down, it will break that at that head and shoulders pattern and come down to 21,922. Okay, so set an alarm. There's two major alarms here. We have this falling wedge, right? Let's set an alarm here, crossing up, and an alarm on the neckline of the head and shoulders. All right, may the force be with you guys, and this is how I set my charts. Get ready to play the next game. And like I said, trend is down though. I am in a short, so just letting you guys know that. If it breaks to the upside, I would probably get stopped out. So may the force be with you guys, and do everything with love.